by Paul Finley, the ex-congressman of the United States of America. It's also available at the fantastic price of 5 rands per copy. On Monday evening, inshallah, at the Good Hope Center, there will be a free issue or a free distribution of the booklet, Arabs and Israel, Conflict or Conciliation. There was an amount of 250,000 of these printed, and the launch will be on Monday night. Anybody who is there on Monday night, the Good Hope Center, can get your copy free. And tonight, it is die nuwe verneking of vernekerij van die mense wat die Christelike evangelie verkondig. It is the new deceit in Christian evangelism. They have designed a new way of catching your children, catching you if you are not wary, catching me if I'm not wary, and trying to catch our brothers. Without further ado, I will ask Brother Ahmad to deliver us his talk on the new deceit in Christian evangelism.
قال الله تعالى في شأن حبيبه إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون صدق الله العظيم. My dear brothers and sisters, though the subject is new deceit in Christian evangelism, I started with something, an ayah from the Quran, which has nothing to do with the subject. I got my cue from our Imam for tonight and our young Qari. See, in the Isha, the first rakat, he read portions of the verses in which this verse was included. Then, for our edification and for our pleasure, we asked him to read the Qira'ah. Again, he repeated those verses. Now, these verses reminded me about Qari Abdul Samad Abdul Basit. I think you all know the man. He was here many years ago on a Qiraat tour, and we flocked in our thousands. He also came to Durban, and in the city hall of Durban, packed out, he was reading so many sections of the Quran, and among them was included this portion that our young Qari read this evening. The next day, a doctor friend of mine who was responsible for the Arabic Studies Circle in Durban, Dr. Daud Mal, he meets me in the street and he questions me. Said, were you there at the city hall yesterday? I said, yes. He's asking me, did you cry? Did you cry? I said, yes, for 2 reasons. He's asking, what are those 2 reasons? So I said, you see, I don't know Arabic. I don't know Arabic as a language. But I do know some extracts from the Quran, some verses whose meaning I seem to understand, because I have been paying attention to those verses and their meaning. So I know what the person is talking about. So I said, you see, Qari Abdul Samad Abdul Basit, in the Qiraat that he read these words. In his beautiful, beautiful incantation, you know, his unique manner. People describe it as a voice from heaven. His voice was a voice from heaven. His breath control, unequaled. A man who can keep on reading for 2 minutes continuously without breaking his breath control, unequaled. In his inimitable manner, he's reading these words. Of course, if I try to imitate, I'll be murdering it. But you can understand, you'll appreciate my difficulty, but I'll try. He's reading, لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على, you know, he's usually على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله. When he's reading that, when we understand the meaning, he's saying that if this Quran had been sent down, Allah is saying, upon the mountain would have shuddered and shaken and broken to pieces. In his beautiful manner, he is reading that, and I seem to understand what he's saying. And then he changes his tone. Speaking tone. He says, وَتِلْكَ الْأَمْثَالُ نَضْرِبُهَا لِلنَّاسِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. As if he's speaking. He spoke it. Our Qari also, he changed. I was paying attention. He also changed his tone. But maybe we didn't catch the joke. Because if he started on a talking tone, you'll think something has gone wrong with him. So he still had a little more sonorous manner of delivering the warning. That we are telling you this, Allah is saying, that you may imbibe some lessons from this, that you may think. Again he starts, لو أنزلنا, and it's usually 2 minutes. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله. 1 breath, 2 minutes. Then he says, وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. So we are telling you this, that you may think. Now his beautiful sonorous voice, the manner in which he recites makes you to cry involuntarily. Without you understanding the meaning, you and I have been crying without understanding the meaning. The music of his eloquence, the manner in which he reads it, that itself, it moves people to tears, even without understanding. If you understand, it's all the more reason why tears should flow down our eyes, our cheeks. And then he says, look, we are telling you this. Allah is telling, we are telling you this, that you may think. I says, you know, I know that 99% of my brethren there, nobody understood what was going on. There were 2 reasons for crying. Number 1 reason was the sound, the music, the rhythm, the style of his recitation makes you to cry. 1 reason. Second reason, the man is telling you, Allah is telling you through him, that look, we are telling you this, that you may think. And nobody catches the joke. This is a sad part of our Muslims all over the world. In the non-Arab world, all of us, we bacha the Quran, we recite the Quran beautifully, alhamdulillah. Most especially my Malay brethren, they read beautifully. They are nearest to Basit, they are nearest to the Arab recitation. But the bulk of us, whether Malay or Indian,